Well, hello. Long time no see. And first of all, I apologize that lighting in this room is so dim. So I don't know how it looks on your screen, but here it's quite dark, and I'm doing this video in a evening slash night time. So I have to make these videos daytime, especially now in winter when days are much shorter. But anyway, I apologize that. But what we are finally talking about here, and what I've been reminded you of quite many times, it's fucking finally, I don't know if this even if you can even see, but whatever. It's MediEvil review time. Yeah, sorry it's been so long. I have promised this review a long time ago, and just now I've had time and really inspiration on pretty much playing games again. Yeah, but not talking about that anymore. But yeah, it's time for the actual review, and I have to say that I have not completed this game. I have played a dozen of levels now, and I can say that I'm really glad that I think this remake delivers in many ways. First of all, I think as far as I have played, I think it's even better than the original MediEvil. What are better in this remake over the original? I would say firsthand that gameplay is much tighter. The original didn't have that good gameplay. It was a little bit clunky to move down, but now in this remake it's much more intuitive. Gameplay's definitely better. Graphics are really great, as I also said that in the demo review or analysis of the demo when that came last year. So the music, like I have said in that demo review, the music is just fantastic. I've always loved the music in original MediEvil, and I think this has the same soundtrack as the original. Maybe a little bit. I don't even think that there are remixes of the original. I think they are exactly the same soundtrack than the original. But that's fine, because the original had so awesome soundtrack. So it's okay that they didn't touch that. It's the best as it was in the original. So don't need to touch that side of the game. Yeah, one thing that really shocked me, or is it just, it might be just that I haven't played the original in a long time. This game seemed really hard at the first couple of levels. So I was like, okay, these enemies do really quite a damage, and it really requires you to also use the shield against even the regular zombies and the lesser enemies, because they do quite a damage for you. It's couple of hits and you're already losing a life puddle. And I can't remember how it was in the original. I think if you lost all the life bottles, you had to restart the level at the beginning. And in this remake, it is like that. So it's really harsh. I kind of like it, and I kind of don't. It of course, it makes it a challenging. It makes the game challenging, but I wouldn't say in a best way, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was really quite shocked at how difficult the game seemed at first, but then I got used to the controls and really how to fight and use the shield, and I just came to realization that you just can't hack and slash blindly. You have to be more careful and just block their attacks, and that way it keeping yourself alive. And after the first couple of levels, yeah, I got used to it, and it became more easy. I didn't die at the later levels, but yeah, I have to admit that I died a couple of times in the first two levels, and I was like, okay, I'm quite embarrassed because I remember being quite good at the original, but this was like a punch to the face. Okay, this is not a cakewalk, so yeah. But yeah, now I think it's the difficulty is in a good balance, I would say. It just requires you to be more careful and just don't rush through the game and just fight blindly. Then you definitely die many times. So that's my suggestion for anyone wanting to maybe buy this game, because I really recommend this game. I definitely recommend this game for the original, for the fans of the original, and I also recommend this game for new players that hadn't even ever touched the original. It's an old school action adventure with some light puzzling, and it's more focused on action and little bit exploration, and there's even some it's quite straightforward. It doesn't really there isn't many choices. You can play the levels at your some of the levels in your own order. It doesn't just go like from this level to this. There are paths that you can even take the left path or right path. You can play some levels in your order what you in which order you like to play those. So what else to say about the game? Well, I've already talked about gameplay and graphics. Really didn't dug deeper into the graphics side of the game, but yeah, what can I say? It's gorgeous looking, in my opinion. One thing I was a little bit sad to see that there are no HDR support in this game. So there are many games that look awesome in HDR, like Crash Nitro, Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, and games like the Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. They support HDR, and they look phenomenal, I think. So, especially when this was PlayStation 4 exclusive, I kind of hoped for the HDR support, but who knows, the HDR support can come later through game's update, because in Deus Ex Mankind Divided case, they later updated it with HDR support, so it's possible, but don't hold your breath. I won't. So yeah, what will I give this game? I would say 8.5 out of 10, and warmly recommend for the fans of the original, and also I would recommend this to new players who just wish to play some old school action adventures, late 90s, early 2000s style, because there isn't many games like this anymore. So I'm always really glad that they still make remakes of some old school action adventures like this. So yeah, really nice remake. Other Ocean did a good job, and yeah, really good remake. Highly recommend for the fans, and recommend for the new players too, if you like old school action adventures. Yes. That's the review, and there are some other stuff I will discuss in this video too. So at first I bought quite a while ago an Xbox One S all digital edition, which doesn't have a Blu-ray player, and you can't buy physical games, but that was my point. I wanted, it was much cheaper. The all digital edition is much cheaper. It's about 100 euros or more cheaper. It depends on where you buy it. So it's much cheaper, and I've really I have been used to the digital gaming for many years now. So and I got it for a so fucking good deal that I was not able to refuse the offer. So I got it really cheap, and in the future of my channel I will also review some Xbox One games. Still don't know what games, but I'll definitely review some Xbox One games. Also some Xbox 360 games, because it's backwards compatible with 360 games. It's in fact also compatible with the original Xbox games that are digitally available. Also the 360 games that are digitally available from the Microsoft Store. So yeah, in the future there will be some, I'll definitely say there will be some Xbox One and 360 reviews. Other stuff, recently I heard about this small indie game developed by a broken site, a small Spanish India team, and they use it, I don't know if you have heard it, but the PlayStation Talent campaign that Sony allows small indie studios in Spain, and they refund their development if they meet their goals developing the game. And next week, Monday, so 2 days, 3rd of February, there will be an exclusive PlayStation 4 game only digitally available, called Dawn of Fear, and it's a kind of old school Resident Evil. In many ways it's like a love letter to old school survival horror games from the PS1 era. So I'll definitely pick that game up Monday. I hope it's not expensive, but I think it will be quite cheap, because it's a small indie game. So I'm quite sure I will be doing a review of Dawn of Fear in a near future. Yes, and also about 2 months till Resident Evil 3 remake. Fuck yes. Time flies so fast. Only about 2 months and we'll be able to play the Resident Evil 3 remake. So so excited about that. Already pre-purchased that game from PlayStation Store digitally. So yeah, that's about this video, and hopefully see you in the next video sooner rather than later. Yeah. MediEvil, buy it. Yes. And now it's bye bye. See you next time.